Hello, welcome back. It's My World 67. This is G-Man. Well, just wanted to give you an update on the Hiawatha engine. Well, so far I've got some painting done, got parts taken off, um, cleaned up the housing for the light. It was all rusty, really badly rusted. You can see some of the rust stain maybe still in there, but there is no rust. Got it nice and clean. Got the chassis mounts painted up and got them all done. The handrails were actually brass once I got the tarnish cleaned off of them. I thought they were chromed, but they were never chromed. They were just actually the brass handrails. At least this is the one I took off, so I'm guessing that it is original. Now, I have done them in the past where they have had the ionized chrome rails on them, especially on the Lionels. I've only done one other Flyer engine repair to actually repaint, and that was years ago. And the guy that I was painting it for had already stripped it, so I really don't know what they look like. I haven't seen enough of these around personally, physically, to really tell you. But that's what it is, and so we took it, we cleaned it up real good, and sprayed it down with about 5 coats of clear. And here's the center top portion. We redid it. Now, I did not sand it all the way down to bare metal. I just sanded it to get everything smooth, and then put a little primer on it. The primer I used, of course, did not take care of the imperfections, so you may see a little imperfection here and there in the paint, but it's still a nice job. It'll look good. It'll look 100% better once it's back on the engine. Haven't done these yet. They're beginning to lose their chrome, and so what I'll probably do is go over them with some silver, probably silver paint or the silver permanent marker. I'll also begin to work on the wheels. I'm not done yet, but I'll show you real quickly what I've done with this rear set. It's just about ready to go. If you remember, this rear set was pretty badly chipped and pretty badly broken, but not as bad as the front wheels. And I took them and examined them really closely, took all the cracks and filled all the cracks with super glue. Let it dry for about 5 or 6 hours, then went back and resealed the cracks again with super glue. Now, this is not necessarily a permanent fix, but if they're not dropped or anything, they'll probably last for quite a long time. At least they'll last until I finally get some more wheels, or I figure another way a set of wheels to put on it. But I did the super glue on them. The cracks pretty much almost disappeared except for one or two. They're solid. I pressed them together where they were beginning to separate, and went back this morning and cleaned them up a little bit, and they cleaned up nicely. They look pretty good, and it's almost as if they'd been reflanged, except for the fact that they have not. And so we're going to attempt to do that, and like I said, they look good. They look 100% better than they did, and they seem to have retaken their original structure pretty much. Now there's a couple places like right there, there's still a little fault in it, an imperfection, but they no doubt had those from the very beginning. That zinc was real soft. The other ones I haven't really gotten done yet. This is one of them. This one was really bad. I had a section broke out of it and all cracked. I wish I could get a clearer picture on that. And I took it, I did the same thing. I super glued it all back together, and it, amazingly enough, just adhered. That soft zinc became hard and kind of gelled together. And then I took plumber's putty and I went around where the larger cracks was and filled the larger cracks with plumber's putty, and then redid the bevel on the flange surface, and then went back and sanded it down, and it's been like 24, about almost 36 hours, so they're in pretty good shape now. The other one I have not gotten to the point to where I can finish it yet, but I'll show it to you once it's done. And keep in mind, these are just temporary repairs on these wheels. At some point, once you repair them, you're going to want to try to find some other wheels for backup, just in case, because these wheels are really old. After all, this is 1936. And if they had a zinc problem even 20 years ago, they're going to have a zinc problem again in our period today. What I've done will slow it down, but it will come again because of oxidation and humidity and all the other things that we have going on in our environment. Okay, the shell, I've already painted the top half of the shell. Sorry you didn't get a chance to see it, but you'll see it in the unveiling when I'm finished and getting ready to paint the orange section of it. Got it all remasked up, and I'm going to get it out here and get the paint flowing on it. And everything will be just about ready to go back together once I get the other wheel and find me a truck for it. Alright, that's all I have for you for now. As always, thanks for watching, and happy rails to you until we meet again.